The Bad Batch tension just doesn't stop increasing, as episode 14 reveals the stakes for Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, Echo, and Omega are at an all-time high. Picking up where we left off, the Bad Batch approaches Tantiss, but Hemlock was like, nah bruh, and sends out fighters to engage with their shuttle. Hunter, flying like a bat out of hell, does his best to combat the fighters while dealing with the cannons from the base being shot at him. Just like we see in previous episodes, when in doubt, just crash land because everyone survives those. But this did bring some pleasant screams from your boy Rampart. Tantiss would be locked down, which Omega tells the rest of the captive children that her brothers are here to rescue them. Well, what about Echo? He strips a stormtrooper of his armor to wear it as a disguise as he continues to use the ship's console to gain information. He would be discovered by a pesky Imperial droid who was like, what are you doing here? Echo caps the droid and takes his hand. Yes, Echo finally has a hand. Escaping through the droid port of the ship, Echo blends in with the other stormtroopers to move into the base. Clone Force 99 separated, moves towards the base. Crosshair and Wrecker move together, where Crosshair reveals while he never wanted to come back here, cue his PTSD, he owes Omega as she refused to leave him behind. The group would be reunited in the forest where they tried to avoid Imperial patrol. Rampart just continues to be deadweight for them, slowing them down, so what does he do? He decides to take a break and rest against a deadly animal who is awoken, and rightfully angry that his nap was interrupted, begins to fight with the Bad Batch. Wrecker attempts to wrestle it like a gator and would receive a deadly strike to the chest, sending him crashing into a tree. This would normally kill someone, but Wrecker, well, he's the GOAT. Back in the base, Omega realizes this might be her only time to figure out an escape and tells the other children to look out for her. She uses the droid shaft to climb her way around looking for any answers for how she can escape. Well, she finds one, and it's kind of a big one.
That's what she said.
Yes, the Zillo Beast is back, and it's been here on Tantiss the whole time. Seeing that the beast is being tortured to some degree in order for the Empire to keep it tamed, she hurries back to her cell just before the doctor showed up. She tells the other children she knows how to get out, but she'll need their help. I'm thinking maybe if these children are force sensitive, that together they can use some kind of beast control to help set it free. Ventress showed Omega this power, and now Omega might try it herself. As the Bad Batch escapes the beast and troopers, they lost their beloved friend Rampart, who had stumbled into stormtroopers and has now been presumed arrested and maybe being sent back to his prison. We shall see. Echo continues his stealthy mission through the base, trying to gather more information when Dr. Emery Carr finds him. He would try to act like a normal trooper, but Emery was like, come on Echo, I know it's you. She would try to justify her actions as just doing her job, where Echo would lay some truth on her, saying Omega believes in you, implying that he believes in Omega, so therefore has some trust in Emery. Emery, feeling the guilt, tells Echo to get to the vault, he will need her help. Thank you, I'm so happy she is coming around. Lastly, we hit the 21-minute mark. This episode was short, but the finale was set up with high stakes, and unfortunately, it will be the last we see of some of these members in the closing of the Clone Wars chapters. We do have some questions like, will Rex show up with maybe Wolf and Gregor? Will we see what Palpatine is cloning, presumably himself? And will any of the characters die? Hopefully, these are answered.